Welcome, 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 everyone. Welcome, 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 family. How's everyone today? I hope everybody had a great holiday, Memorial Day. Um, this is Mo Money Terry from St. Louis, Missouri, and I'm having a great day. The weather's nice here in Illinois. No major issues, and I'm glad everybody's here is going to be with me today. So what we have here today is PICK-3 at a glance, family, and it's OPPB. That's my acronym. I call it acronym for be organized, be patient, be persistent, and work with a budget. Don't overspend. With PICK-3 at a glance, I'm happy to say that it helped me to work with a budget by tracking the actual 1,000 numbers. That way, with the PICK-3 at a glance strategy and tracking the actual 1,000 numbers, I eliminate guesswork on the numbers that I'm playing, because I know why I'm playing any number I play. Because with the PICK-3 at a glance strategy, you don't have to worry about the grids to learn, no root sums to learn, no date sums to learn, no tic-tac-toes to learn, no different rundowns and workouts to learn to win big. You track your own numbers for your own states. And that's what PICK-3 at a glance is based off of. Allow you to see what's actually going on with your own numbers in your own state with a simple strategy where I take 22 numbers. I do the 1-1 rundown on those 22 numbers. And with those 22 numbers with the 1-1 rundown, you have all 1,000 numbers and their possible combinations with 22 columns. You can't miss that. You got 22 columns with all 1,000 numbers to look at. And that's the way you'll learn why you'll be choosing your numbers. Then I added 3 more strategies where I track the single pairs, the single digits, and the front pair and the back pair. And you're off to the races. You don't have to go everywhere. You don't have to go to different books. You don't have to go anywhere looking for any numbers, because you're tracking the actual numbers in your own state without any problems. No fancy machine, no fancy data. Like I say, no root sums, no grids, no tic-tac-toes, none of that. Because you're tracking and seeing what's going on with your numbers in your state. And now with all the states with the Powerball, hello, welcome, family. All the states with that wild ball and fireball that they add into the PICK-3, and I just specialize in PICK-3, I'm seeing some changes with the numbers and how they're falling. And if you're not tracking those numbers, you won't be able to see it. And if the fireball and wild ball ain't made it to your state yet, believe me, it's coming, because it's very beneficial to the states, believe me. And believe me, this lottery is set up for you to lose and not for you to win. And the only way you're going to be able to win and know what's going on, we have to track the actual 1,000 numbers to know what's going on and to be bigger and better winners with the combination of the numbers that we're looking at playing. So what we have here, Illinois evening draw, the number that came out yesterday was 811. It was a double. And we do the 111 rundown. If you're a beginner, we do the 111 rundown. Before I go there, most of the live here, I do a Q&A at the end of the live. All right? And I appreciate everybody that's here. Thank you. I have new subscribers coming. and everything is going wonderfully well for PICK-3 at a glance. I'm happy with the growth and the number of people that's viewing the channel. And if you would just take time to hit the like either after the video when I upload, but I'm gonna do a Q&A. It makes it easier for me at the end of the video or the live. It makes it easier for me to teach and stay focused on what I'm teaching, so I don't forget to give you also important information out of my 30 years of experience and actually playing PICK-3 and still with it and still liking my results. Okay, so that's pretty much how I'll do it with the lives. And if you get these bots, I think they call them, and the trolls that come on, basically ignore them. I guess they don't have anything else to do, or somehow some kind of benefit they're getting from it. I just think they need love. And that's all I figure. I don't know why they would come to people's channels and try to cause havoc, but um, I'm 73 years old and they have to get in line to upset me with people being unhappy, really. They'll get in the back of line. I can shade them off because it's more important the things to do for me, is to get everybody into the winner circle. And that's what I'm shooting for, is getting all us in the winner circle for our own states and knowing why we playing our numbers. And that's what PICK-3 at a glance has done for a lot of people. And I appreciate everybody that's supporting and contributing to the channel financially. Yeah, people are contributing financially because it's working, and they're happy with it. And people are saying that they haven't thought about tracking or even knew about tracking, which I didn't either until I came up with the PICK-3 at a glance strategy, and they're winning. So they've been gracious with their winnings. So and it's greatly appreciated. Don't think. I hope that I earn your support, which I work hard and diligently every day to do. I try to come up with something that I can teach to help us all get into the winner circle, and not know every day, not know. I'm not gonna give you no hype. I'm gonna give you facts, you know, of what it takes to be in the winner circle. Okay, so we do the 111 rundown. If you're new, it's the only rundown you're gonna have to worry about with the PICK-3 at a glance strategy. I don't know, my voice is getting hoarse for some reason. I don't know. I'm gonna have to drink me some water here in a minute. I do the 111 rundown on the 811 that came in Illinois evening draw. And if you work in the PICK-3 at a glance strategy, you're going to need to know how to do that 111 rundown. And there's multiple different rundowns that you can have. You can make a rundown out of all those 1,000 numbers if you want, from 0 to 99, and have all different strategies to try to hit the number the next day. And PICK-3 at a glance not set up to hit the numbers the next day. It's to track the actual 1,000 numbers, to build a lottery pool or numbers that you want to play, and look at playing those numbers as you're tracking and knowing why you're playing your numbers. And here we have the 818. I'll just take this screen here. I'm sorry, the one in the Illinois evening draw, you had the 811 to come in. That was yesterday. Last night, rather. And you're going to do 111. This is what they call a rundown. They call it rundown or workout. That's what they call these. So we're going to add 1 to each one of the winning numbers that came in. And you add 1 to 8, you're going to get 9. 1 to 9, you get 0. 1 to 0, 9, you get you don't get 0, you really get 10. But in lottery math, you only work with single digits. So you're going to only use the 0 on the right hand side and not the 1. And then you're going to count straight down. You add 1 to 0, you get 1. 1 to 1, you get 2. 1 to 2, you get 3. 1 to 3, you get 4. 1 to 4, you're going to get 5. 1 to 5, you get 6. 1 to 6, you get 7. I'm throw a line here. 1 to 7, you get 8. And so the same number at the bottom, you get at the top, you add it correctly. Now, if you do this here and you don't get the 8 at the bottom, that means you add it wrong. Just add it again. If you don't get the 8 at the bottom, just buy quick picks, as I say, because I can't help you. Can't get no simpler than this. And I'm terrible at math. And that's why I'm only using the ones. 1 plus 1 is 2. I can figure that out. I never got, as far as I got in math was pre-algebra. And I had to have it to get my degree in college. Other than that, I wouldn't have needed it. But here, and I've never used any of it in my whole work life. So here we go. I'm going to add 1 to 1, we get 2. 1 to 2, you get 3. 1 to 3, you get 4. 1 to 4, you get 5. 1 to 5, you get 6. 1 to 6, you get 7. 1 to 7, you get 8. 1 to 8, you get 9. And here again, 1 to 9 is 0 because you don't use the 1, you just use the 0. And 1 to 0 is 1. Same number at the bottom, you get at the top, you add it correctly. And same here is you add 1 to 1, you get 2. 1 to 2, you get 3. 1 to 3, you get 4. 1 to 4, you get 5. 1 to 5, you get 6. 1 to 6, you get 7. 1 to 7, you get 8. 1 to 8, you get 9. 1 to 9, you get 0. And 1 to 0, you get 1. See how simple that is? That was the beginning of the PICK-3 at a glance strategy and system, just by using the 1-1-1 rundown. Now, what I have here, out of these 10 numbers, I'm looking for, like I told you, I take 22 numbers. I take 22 numbers. I take 22 numbers, and I do the 1-1 run, this accurately run down on those 22 numbers, and I call those 22 numbers the base numbers. And when you have the base numbers on those 22 numbers, which I call the base numbers, you're going to have 22 columns. And out of those 22 columns, one of those base numbers will always be in the rundown. And once you start doing and using this system, you're going to memorize those 22 numbers. They're going to be simple and easy for you to use. All right? Now, when here with the 22 numbers, you're looking for the base number. I automatically know that the base number for the doubles is 033. 033, like that. That's the base number. One of the base numbers. Okay? Now, what I'm going to do is go to the master sheet and find the base number, which is the 033. And the 033, you'll have this 811. If you go down the column, you'll find this 811 in the rundown. Okay? So here is the 22 numbers that makes up the 111 rundown with the 22 base numbers. You have 12 singles, which can come 6 different ways. All right? 12 singles that can come 6 different ways, 12 numbers. And then we're going to go to the doubles. It's 10 of those. And they can only come 3 different ways. Here we had the doubles. Let me take this off here. We have the doubles, and they can come 10 different ways. Right here. All right, but we're looking for the 033. That's the base, one of the base numbers. And here the 033 is right here on column number 9. And you go down column 9 and you'll find the 811. And there it is right there. And you would circle it off. Bam, you're done. And right here, I know that no double has fell off this column all of May. Wait a minute. I'm sorry. I didn't circle this one here. It did. I circled. I just can't see it. I had eye surgery, so I might miss some things. So as you're following me and catching up, you'll catch some stuff for me. And this is Illinois evening draw. So you have to catch the same thing when you're doing your paperwork also. So I circled that too so I don't mess up. So I know that this, or you can circle it or check it out. Check it off. I usually circle the number the first time it come in, and if it come in again that month, I'll just check it off to know it came in twice that month. Here, I know that the 811 only come twice, and it's 477 came once, and the 811 only came. So it's only two on that column that came, and you'll be able to do the same thing with your sheets. All right. Now, and that would be strategy number one. So what you have here, and I have a lot of people now. I can email you these sheets at a minimum price, PDF, and you can print them out if you got a print at home, or if you have or go to a print store like Office Max or one of them. They can print these sheets out for you. Okay. Now, here's the numbers for the doubles that can come 6 different ways too. All right. Well, I think I'm getting a little ahead of myself. I need to show you this 1-1 rundown. There's an app. It's called PICK-3 Rundown. PICK-3 Rundowns app. And what you're doing with the PICK-3 Rundown app, I'm going to show it to you. Right here. You're going to download that app. All right. And when you download that app, it's going to be a lime color app. You're going to enter the winning number that came in. They say enter winning number, 3-digit number, which was 811. Okay. And then, see, like here, all these numbers here can be rundowns. All these here would be a rundown. Like I say, I'll be doing a chat. I'll be answering any questions at the end of the live. So welcome. If you can stay to the end of the live, I will answer any questions, or I will be answering questions, at the end of the live. Then you can go back when I upload. I'll answer any questions through the live, okay, at the end of the live. Do a Q&A. That helps me teach better. Any of these here can be rundowns. See how many different rundowns they got? That's why I only use the best, which is the 111 rundown in my book. You did the 811, you put it in, then you're going to use the 111 rundown. Bam. And it's going to give you all the numbers. If you want, you can kind of get a screenshot some of this, just screenshot it. It's going to give you all the numbers that I used, that I did physically, manually, in a second. See that? You can compare them. Right here, you got the 822, you got the 922, you got the 033, the 144, the 255, the 366, the 477, the 588, the 699, and the 700. And you have the same thing here. The 922, the 033, the 144, the 255, the 366, the 477, the 588, the 699, and the 700. Okay. So like I said, if we have any of those trolls or any of those bots, just ignore them. They need some love. I guess that's why they're here, trying to cause havoc. But I love them. People just kind of messed up these days, so and they need love. Most people do. So I won't respond to nothing that they're saying that don't make sense, because like I said, I'm gonna do live at the Q&A at the end for my serious people. Okay, so they can just hang around if they like. Okay, so that's how that works. Screenshot both of those if you can. All right, or go through when you're looking at the video and screenshot it. Now, here again, all right. So here we have the 12 columns right here. And here's the 12 numbers. I've had people winning. They don't wait for me to send them the sheets, or they can. I mean, it saves you some work, and they've done it, and they're winning. I have a subscribers in North Carolina is doing real well with it. Everybody, a lot of people are doing well with it. I've done well with this. So I'm very happy with it. I can explain it and show it to anybody. So these are the base numbers. Now, what makes these base numbers is nothing magical about these. It's just the numbers that I came up with to do the 1-1 rundown on it that gives me all the combinations of the 1,000 numbers. So if you have each one of these columns is 60 numbers. So it's 12 times 60. That gives you 720 of the 1,000 numbers you're looking at just on these 12 little columns right here. Okay, of the singles. So here's the numbers, and you do the 1-1-1 rundown on these here, and you'll have the 720 numbers that you can track at a glance. So here you go, 012, 013, 014. Column 4 is 015, column 5 is 016, column 6 is 017, column 7 is 018, column 8 is 024, column 9 is 025, column 10 is 026, column 11 is 027, and column 12 is 037. Those are the base numbers. Whenever you do the 1-1 rundown, when you do the 1-1 rundown, one of these base numbers will be in that rundown. It may not be in the exact form here because these numbers can come 6 different ways. Depending on how the winning number of the day comes in is how you will find the base number and what it would look like. For example, here, let me just show you. Like this here is a double. These are the doubles. These are the doubles here. Okay. Now, on the doubles, right here, this 811 can come 3 different ways, and that's the only way it can come out of the 1,000 numbers. It can come 811, it can come 181, and it can come 881. You see that? Okay. There's the 3 different ways it can come. So if this comes any kind of different way, the base number will show up a different way. Whatever this number way it runs down, it would be. It just so happens by being 811, it showed the base number up as 033, exact way. Okay? And that's what they call any order. You can play a number straight box. You bet on it coming exact for the jackpot, or you can bet on it coming any of the 3 ways that it comes. That's what they call any way, where you'd win some money, but it wouldn't be the jackpot. Okay, and the same with the 1, 2, 3. Like these straights I showed you, they could come 3 different ways. Like 1, 2, 3 can come 1, 3, 2. It can come 2, 1, 3. It can come 2, 3, 1, and it can come 3. It can come 3, 1, 2, and it can come 3, 2, 1. That's the any order that any single number could come, or any double could come. All right. Now, here you go. Now we're going to go to strategy number 2. Strategy number two. Well, what? Let me go. Let me give you the rest of the numbers for the doubles to do the 1-1 rundown on. The 1-1-1 rundown on here. And here they are. The doubles is column 1 is 001. Column 2 is 002. Column 3 is 003. Column 4 is 004. Column 5 is 005. Triple zeros. Column 7 is 011. Column 6 is 022. Column 9 is 033. Column 10 is 044. With these 12 numbers, 10 numbers here of doubles, they can only come 3 different ways. So each column, except for the triples, is equals 30 numbers to a column at a glance. Each one of these columns on the doubles you can look at. And every time we look at this, we learn something when we tracking the actual 1,000 numbers and knowing what's going on with them. Okay? Okay. Let me see what I got here. Thank you, Pepsi. Did I write that down wrong? She's right. You're right. Thank you for that, Pepsi. I didn't catch that. So, yeah, I have subscribers on here that's been with me a long time. So she caught that. It would be 118, like she says. Thank you. 118. So everybody caught that. Hopefully, you understand what she was saying. Good looking out. Now, again, we have the 001, the 002, the 003, 004, 005, triple zeros. Then you have 011, 022, 033, and 044. You do the 1-1 rundown on these here. You got your 10 columns. And with those 10 columns, you have 270 numbers of the doubles and the triples, which gives you 10. So with the doubles, you got 270, and with the singles, you got 720. 720 gives you 990, and then with the triples, they can only come one way. It's 10 of those, and it gives you 1,000 numbers. 1 in 1,000 odds is what you have. That's all you're going to have. All right? And the only thing you have to work with these numbers is the law average to use to your advantage by tracking the numbers and using the law average to your advantage to lessen the pool of the numbers that you're looking at playing on a daily basis to win. Okay? Now here, I'm going to show you what I mean by law average. A lot of people don't understand what the law average is that we got to work with those 1,000 numbers so far. Out of 10 numbers, if you was to play those numbers exact, not the any order, but exact, you got 365 of those numbers that you'll get out of the whole year. And you got 635 of those numbers that you have no idea what's going on with those numbers if you ain't tracking. So if you, for the first time with the 1,000 numbers, exact, you might get these 3 numbers here. Year 1. That's for the whole year. Or these 3. Year 2. Because they rotate. Remember, the numbers are rotating. And then these 3 or 4. Year 3. That's what you got to work with. It's a small percentage, but you can track them and work with them. Okay, you can use them to. We can use them to our advantage to win. That's how I win, y'all. I don't. It's not how often I hit. It's how I play the game to win. See what I'm saying? A lot of people want to say, "Well, how often you hit? And how often you do that? How often you do this?" Is not. It's how you play the game. It's how knowing when to bet, when not to bet. That's how you do it, and knowing what's going on with your numbers in your state. We have to track our own numbers in our own state to know what's going on with. And Pick-3 Glance works. If you work it, if you work it, there's no magical pill out here that's gonna show you what's coming the next day. You have to play them till they come, make that money, y'all. That's my strategy. And OPPB, be organized, be patient, be persistent, stick with a budget, play at your limit. When you win and you can afford to pick up and play more, that's when you reinvest. Okay? That's when you reinvest. OPPB. Be organized, be patient, be persistent, and stick with a budget. You have to work these numbers like you're a professional, not if you want to win. We have to work the numbers like we're professionals. Okay? And know was every time you use the Pick-3 at a glance strategy, you learning something. What's going on with the actual numbers in your state? Not no books or nothing gonna tell you what's going on in your state because all the numbers rotate differently. I can't tell anybody how good I'm going to be doing here in Illinois and expect them to have the same results when their numbers going to be running different from mine. But I can tell them if they're tracking, they'll win by tracking their own numbers and have a better idea of why they're winning, tracking their own numbers. And when they do win, they got somewhere to go with the numbers they've been tracking. I can tell them that. I can tell them anything they ask me about using the Pick-3 at a glance strategy, I can answer without a doubt, period. Because I put it together and I can explain it. And I can get us all in the winner's circle. And people are winning, believe me. Because I don't like to brag. People take care of me. They send me decent change when they win. And I win. So, and I love what I do here because I know it's working for a lot of people. But you have to do the work. All right. So remember, even though the winning even with the law average is going to be a minimum, but at least you can track the numbers. And when you're tracking, you'll soon be packing the lucky town. That's what I can tell y'all. That's my say it. Okay. Just stay persistent. The numbers are running a little crazy in the states with these fireballs and wild balls and stuff. It's just taking a little longer for them to come. I'm noticing that, but I have to stick with it because I just got the wild ball in Missouri last year in April, and Illinois has been having it a while. So I'm watching some of the stuff that they're doing. But states that don't have that wild ball and fireball yet, start learning to track your numbers because it's coming your way, believe me. No doubt in my mind. The mathematicians they got then figured out that Pick-3 is the best odds, and they playing with it for us to win and get in the winner's circle. So you're going to need to have to track. You can't. I don't do Pick-4s. I don't do Pick-5s. I don't because I don't want to be lying to people like I got a strategy or a system for a Pick-4 with 1 in 10,000 odds that I can't track no 10,000 numbers and nobody else. And no strategy gonna come up here showing you how to do no 10,000 numbers. And I can't track no and Pick-5 no 100,000 numbers. It's all luck. And there is a amount of, the lottery is set up for you to lose, not for you to win. There's no, only thing that you can track is 1,000 numbers, really, as an individual with the Pick-3 at a glance track, because I made it simple. It's once you start using it, it's really simple. Once you get your data situated, you're just tracking. And by tracking, you're knowing, you're not guessing, okay? Okay? And it's set up for you to lose, not for you to win. But you can work with the law average, just like I said, the guy on the boat, the casinos, where they banded him off the boat because he came up with a simple strategy. That's what Pick 3 is based off of tracking and counting the numbers. They call them chord counters. Working with the law average, he waited till they played the cards a certain way and realized with the law average, he memorized what numbers was left. Then he betted heavy when he knew what cards was left for them to play, what was more likely left to play. So they banded him off the boat. And also they started adding more decks into the cards, blackjack and 21. And so he taught other people what he knew, and then they would go on the boats and win and split, the winnings with him. So now they have professional card counters watching for other professional card counters so they can take them off the boat because you can break them. You can break them that way. Now, and it beats playing their game. He was playing his game. And it's the same way with you. If you're tracking the actual 1,000 numbers, you playing your game. Even though the odds are against you, you still playing your game because you're watching what those 1,000 numbers are doing. And you'll know if they, like I say, that wild ball and fireball is a different program because I think they add more. They're going with AI, and they added that in there so AI would be more beneficial. See, it's hard for AI to use those 1,000 numbers. So if they added that extra ball, they changed it from 1,000 numbers to 10,000, just like the Pick-4, and changed the Pick-4 from 10,000 to 500,000, just like the Pick-5. And I don't know how many thousands it is with the Pick-5 with that wild ball. Now that's 6 numbers, single numbers. So you playing their game if you're not tracking these 1,000 numbers. And that's all I'm messing with. I ain't telling nobody nothing about no Pick-4, no Pick-3, no Pick-4, no Pick-5. There's other people out there that play that game. I don't play that game. My game is Pick-3 strictly. Okay? And you'll win. You can win. We can win. Because, and here we go. Now we're going to go to strategy number 2. I think I covered it pretty much with that. Alrighty. Now, here we go here. Strategy number 2. This is single pairs. And what you're looking for on the single pairs, you want to know what single pair out of those 1,000 numbers hadn't played each month. So you can carry it over from month to month to know, working with the law average, what the likelihood or the probability of that number coming in. So here you had the 811 to come in. So you're going to circle off the 18 and the 11. Okay? Because you only had 2 single numbers, 2 different numbers, which is the 8 and the 1. So you're going to have 2 pairs. So you would circle off the 18 and the 11. Okay? Now, if you got 3 single numbers, different numbers, like the 1, 2, 3, then you would mark off, like the 1, 2, 3 here, then you'd mark off the 12, the 13, and you'd mark off the 23. Because you got 3 different numbers, you're going to have 3 different pairs. All right? Now, if you got a triple, like the triple 2s, since you only got 1 single number, you're going to mark off the double 2s. Or if it's a triple 1s, you do the double 1 to know that those doubles came in. Now, the method that I used to get in the winner's circle in Missouri in 2022, the 38 pair, which I'm looking at these pairs because if it's taking longer than I'm looking at for pairs to show up, something's going on with the pick 3. You can almost gauge how long it takes for these pairs. 128 days is about the longest out that it take. I noticed for a pair to come out. So I picked it up and put it on my bucket list as a pairs to play. And when I track out a pair and see how long it's played, I do a wheel on that pair. So when I win, I know how I'm gonna add it into my list of numbers to play. And here it is right here. How you do your bucket list. And like I said, it was 128 days. And how you do a wheel, like the 38 pair, you do a wheel on it. And it's 380, 381, 382, 383, 384, 385, 386, 387, 388, and 389. All right. So you can do this 50 box if you want, or you can do a straight box, depending on your budget, how you play it, and how you win. And I realized that this 385 was the best combination to winning. So I loaded up on this 385, which put me in the winner circle. All right. Because I knew that the 3-8 hadn't failed or the 8-5 hadn't failed and how long it had been since they had failed. So I added, I had the probability of, because there is a probability in the law average. You see what I'm saying? There's a probability. There's no guarantees because the numbers are random. But there's a probability with the law average. Like I said, you're going to get out of your 3 exact numbers out of 3 or 4 years that you play. And that's the only way you're going to know what's going on with the numbers. There is a probability with the law average. With the pick 3. And you can't touch the law of probability with the pick 4 and the pick 5s. But by actually tracking the 1,000 numbers, there is a law of probability. Okay? And you can see it. Because if you see I ain't never seen a pair that didn't come out through a whole year out of 30 years of playing. So right there and there tells you what's going on. All right. So, and you'll know if a 38 pair and you tracking how to match, you can strategize and build a skill set with pick 3. That's all I use is pick 3. And I sleep a lot better. That I ain't guessing what numbers to play. I know what numbers to play. And I don't play any numbers unless I see it and track it down and know why I'm playing it. Not even my birthday. And I'm playing my birthday in Illinois now because I know it didn't fall all last year on evenings after doing my backtracking and getting the work done. Here, strategy number 3. All right. They talk about single code numbers, number positioning. They used to have a thing where they say, well, if a number is cold, let's play it here. And now some places they track in midday and evening to see if a number is cold and ain't played on midday and evening. I only track evening. If you're doing this, only track evening or midday, whichever one you want to do, but don't do both of them. Track midday or evening, then later on after you get the pick 3 glance out of your wing, which you can catch on a midday also, then add it in. But until you get a little bit acclimated to pick 3 at a glance track, which is simple, then carry on the midday or the evening, which one you like. I'm a night person. I like sleeping late. So with that being said, I'm an evening person. I only track evenings. I feel more comfortable there. Okay? So with these here, they saying single number code ain't played, you know, all month or whatever. I wanted to know what position the number was coded in, so when I play it with my numbers, I'd know how to play it. So what I did, I made 3 columns from 0 to 9, 3 columns. That way, I know what numbers, single numbers, the position they didn't play in, right? So the way the 811 came in, I mark off the 8 on the front, the 1 on the back here, and the 1 on the back here in the middle. 1 in the middle and the 1 on the back, 8 on the front. Now see here, we almost until the end of the month. Right here at a glance, I can see what numbers ain't played on the front. I can see that this 3 ain't played on the front here. And right there, I can build a skill set with that. I know what to do with that 3. Here, I can see 3 ain't fell in the middle. Right here, I know how to use it to my advantage. Here, I can see the 6. So if I was looking for something to play, and like I said, you're gonna build a skill set at a strategy, and if I win, I might do a 3-3-6, a 3-3, because I know 3-3 ain't fell in the front on the middle. 3-3-6. Okay, yeah, a double 3 front pair, and the matter of fact, 3s ain't fell as doubles also. Double 3s ain't fell pairs. See what I mean by building a skill set strategy just by looking at this and what numbers to play? You can't see that with tic-tac-toe, date sums, grids, flips, multiple different rundowns. Can't see this. Now, how I got in the winner circle with this here, doing this, and this simple strategy here. And let me go here first though. Any number come in, all you're gonna do is check out what position they're like the 1, 2, 3. You mark the 1 on the front, 2 in the middle, 3 on the end. Any number, 5, 7, 1. You mark out the 5 on the front, 7 in the middle, 1 on the end. That way, any code numbers, you'll know where they're at and what position. So if you want to, like here with my birthday, this 927, this is my everyday carry number that I carry, is my birthday, because it didn't come in last year, so I'm working with the law average. That's the number I added to my bucket list as a daily carry to stick with my budget. My budget is normally between $3 or $5 a day, depending on what I look at. It could be $2. $5 is normally my max. Okay, now, that's why I don't overspend, because I don't smoke, I don't drink, and I don't chase women, so I got a little chump change for other bad habits. I ain't gonna say it's a bad habit. I enjoy it. It's a good habit. Okay. Now, this 729. If I find out that this 9 ain't fell on the back end going into next month, I'm gonna play 729 and 279, because law average, that 9 more likely to fall with my birthday, and the probability of that it falling on my birthday like that, and that's how I get in the winner circle. So with this way, with triples, what happened one month, I forget what year it was now, but 7s hadn't failed for a whole month with no number. And I was in the second month, and I was tripping. I'm like, wait a minute, I ain't marked no 7 off yet. And I went back. I said, I must have missed a 7 the previous month. And I didn't miss no 7s. I said, wait, I ain't never seen this before. No 7 fall with no numbers. And I was almost at the end of, like now, at the end of the other month with no 7s. So what I did, I loaded up on 777s to get in the winner circle. And also, I played 7-7 front, 7-7 back. And I played the 7-7 on the wheel like I just showed you with the 3-8. And them 777s came in. Because I didn't get off of them. I knew by law average, 7 had to come with something somewhere. So I stayed on those 7s. That's what I mean by strategizing, building a skill set off your actual numbers. Your actual numbers. No numbers you're cutting from everywhere else. Now, I don't care what's working for you. If something's working for you, it is working for you. But if you don't know why you're playing the numbers, it's luck. and luck runs out. We have to track these numbers to be bigger and better winners. And people are winning, believe me, y'all. They calling me, they blessing me, and every other kind of way let me know they winning. Okay? But proof is in the pudding with me. And there ain't gonna be nothing you can't ask me that I ain't gonna be able to tell you about these numbers, about pick three. Period. Okay. Now, and triple sevens came in, got me in the winner circle. And I don't play triples all year. I only play triples if no triple has played all year, November and December. And by that time, I know what front pair, what back pair, and everything it is to know about those triples to know what triple I'm going to play when I do play them in November and December. Because you can only get 3 triples basically like I showed y'all out a year. So I don't spend my time on no triples. I do doubles and singles pretty much. But triples, if they come, they just come. Because I ain't going to be chasing no number I don't know what's going to happen with, especially triples is at that, at the best. And people like to play triples because they straight and they think they can get them and they should be easier to hit. But triples is the worst investment in the pick 3 game. Okay? All right. Now we're going to have the front pair and back pair sheet. And remember, don't get all too twisted and wound up in this because they can change the game anytime they get ready. Just like I said with that blackjack and that 21, they added 5 more decks to the cards to stop those card counters from being able to count those cards, but they still learn to count them. So, I mean, we can still, everything got to have a law average. You can track them, but if they add more numbers to pick 3, I would be done anyway. I'm not going to agonize myself with that. But I do good with pick 3, and you will too, especially if they ain't got that wild ball and fireball in your state yet, and you can track them now. But they coming, believe me, they coming. It's coming, and if they ain't got the digital game, because I'm definitely gonna be looking at doing another state that ain't just got the balls, ain't got that animated and digital thing to it. That's where I'll be looking at playing online if I do go that way. But still, I got to see what's going on with the wild ball and fireball in Illinois and Missouri, because we didn't have it in Missouri, so I wasn't concerned with it in Missouri, but I am concerned with it over here since I'm playing over here. So here we go with the 8-1-1 that came in. Here is the front pair and back pair. All these numbers on the top and the bottom are the same. So I know what of anything of a front number feel or the back number feel for the whole year. This sheet is an annual sheet that I do. Now, so we're going to go to the 8-1 on the front. No, it's the first time it hit all year at a glance. And the 1-1 on the back. It's the first time it hit all year. See at a glance? It hit on the back. Okay? At a glance. And the way I use that for triples, last in 2022, like I said, no triples that fell all that whole year. And the 8-8 front have fell in Missouri in January on the front one time. And no double 8 fell on the front or the back for the whole year. So what I did, by nothing falling on the front or back for the whole year, I knew that when I win, triple eights was going to be on my bucket list. And I played the 8-8 front, the 8-8 back, the triple eights. And that put me in the winner circle because them triple eights came in December, the end of the year. See what I'm saying? I only wait till the end of the year to play triples because all the whole year I'm tracking, knowing everything going on with all the numbers. Okay? So if you're in your state and you find out, see all the doubles for the front and the back here, the 3s, the 4s, the 5s, 6, the sevens, the eights, and the nine, front and back. If you find that none of those doubles hit the front or the back, you automatically know what triple you're looking at playing. No guesswork on your numbers or what to play or what you'll be playing. And every triple I played, I won that way. And because I only wait till the end of the year to play them. November, be truthful with you, November, December, and January are my best hitting months. All right. Now, what I'm going to do is show everybody about, introduce you if you haven't been around to flips and mirrors. It's imperative that you understand flips and mirrors. A lot of people use those terms interchangeably, but they mean total different things. Okay, I got messed up with that when I was trying to figure out how to play PICK-3, and when I started my channel, I thought flips and mirror meant the same thing. I thought they were synonymous with each other, but they're not. They mean different things, give you different information and different numbers. Okay, mirrors are numbers with the plus 5 added to 0 to 9. You're going to add plus 5 to a number from 0 to 9. And if you add 5 to 0, you get 5. 5 to 1, you get 6. 5 to 2, you get 7. 5 to 3, you get 8. 5 to 4, you get 9. Okay? Now, what you have here, say I took the 1,000 numbers and divide them in half on this number line and put triple zeros on top and 499. And on the bottom, I have 500 to 999. Okay? 500 to 999. Give me 1 minute. 1 minute here. All righty. So, we saying that 5 is the same as 0, 0 is the same as 5, or mirror of. They say mirror, sister, or opposite. Those, if they say those terms, they're talking about mirrors. They're synonymous, but not flip. They're 1 same as 6, 6 same as 1, 2 same as a 7, 7 same as 2, 3 same as 8, 8 same as 3, and 4 same as 9, 9 same as 4, opposite, mirror, sister number. All right? So let's say here, you play 0, 1, 2, and the lottery played 5, 6, 7. They just played the mirror, opposite, sister number of the number you were playing, or vice versa. All right? Same way if you're playing 1, 2, 3, and they played 6, 7, 8, they just played the opposite mirror or the same number, but it's opposite. Or vice versa. You played the 6, 7, 8, they played the 1, 2, 3. Or if you played 1, 2, 2, and they played 6, 7, 7, or you played 6, 7, 7, and they played 1, 2, 2 on the double. And that's, you have to understand that. And if you play triple zeros, they play triple fives. Okay? That's what they call mirrors, sister, opposite number. Or I call it the same as, because it's just the tops and the bottom numbers. All right. Flips are totally different. You add 3 to 0 to 9. That makes the number opposite or same as in any case. Mirrors to me hold truer than flips, because plus 3 to 0 you get 3, plus 1 to plus 3 to 1 you get 4, plus 3 to 2 you get 5, plus 3 to 3 you get 6, plus 3 to 4 you get 7, plus 3 to 5 you get 8, plus 3 to 6 you get 9, plus 3 to 7 you're only going to get the 0. It would be 10, but you only use the 0 because you only use single digits in lottery math. And you don't use the 1. 3 to 8, you're going to get 11. You just use 1. 3 to 9, you get 12. You just use a 2. Okay? Now, here's the difference right here. 0, 1, 2 equals 3, 4, 5 instead of the 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3 equals 4, 5, 6 instead of 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 2 now equals 4, 5, 5 instead of 6, 7, 7. Okay? And then the triple zeros here now equal triple threes instead of triple fives. This here doesn't hold true to me, and I don't understand it. I just want players to understand there's a difference. So when somebody's saying a flip and you see they add a 3 to it, I mean, say a mirror, and you see that they'd add a 3 to the number, you know they're talking about flips. Or if they say flip and you see they added a 5 to that single number, you know they really mean mirrors. And you, because most people interchange that on you. Okay? And the value of knowing that is with the PICK-3 at a glance strategy that I put together. All the numbers on each column mirror each other, or sister numbers, as you would call it. I like sisters too because I have a twin sister, so I like using that sister number. Twin. I have 3 sets of twins in my family. My mother had 3 sets of twins and 1 single before she was 30 years old, back to back. So people think they were struggling then, and she raised us all. It's total 11 of us all together. My father died early, got killed, murdered, robbed, and she raised us all by herself. 7 kids, 11 in all, by herself. So I'm a lucky man. I don't care what nobody say. And she, after she raised all of us, she went to St. Louis School Board of Education and became a school teacher and retired as a school teacher. Now tell me, I couldn't ask for a better man to raise me, even though she was my mama. she was a go-getter, but my mother was something else. It never, oh man, I tell you. Yep. She had 7 kids before she was 30, back to back. 2 of us the same age, 4 of us the same age, a month difference. Yep. Okay. Now, each one of these columns here mirror each other. Like I was telling you before, this 024, let's look at column 8. The mirror is 579. Go down here, 579. This 135, the mirror is 680. Go down here, 680. 246, mirror is 791. Go down here. Every one of these columns, sister and mirror each other. So if you tracking and you realize with the PICK-3 glance that this column 8 ain't filled in 3 or 4 months, as you're checking off, and any column that has a mirror, a number, and its opposite, a mirror number didn't play, you want to play those 2 working with the law of average. That's what I mean by building a skill set and how to play. Each one of these columns, when you're looking at them, you're not just looking at 10 numbers. You're looking at 60 numbers because each one of these numbers can come a different way. And when you see a column ain't played in 3 months, you're not looking at just 10 numbers. You're looking at 60 numbers that you know ain't played in 3 months. What's that? 1/10, almost 1/10 of the numbers you'll know at a glance ain't played and how long they played, or 2 months. And some of these columns can take that long. They can take 3 months. But you won't be guessing while you're playing these numbers. You'll know, okay, working with the law of average, something's got to fall off this column. Right now, I'm looking at in Illinois and Missouri. I'm looking at column 5 heavy. And that's why I say with this wild ball, fireball thing, numbers could be different. Let me see here. Let me find the double. Okay. Column 5 here. Ain't nothing fell off of here in Illinois since this 661. And that's the first day of the year. and that's the first day of January, and ain't nothing fell off of it. So quite naturally, when I win, I'm definitely gonna go heavy on this column pretty much, because I know it's pretty much way behind the law average. That's how I do. That's how I win. All right. That's how you do it. You can't go wrong knowing what number and its mirror ain't filled on each one of these columns. Or let me show you how that works also. Let's here. Right here. Um, Same thing I use the pairs for. What I'm looking for, what pairs mirror each other. Like this 5-9, let's say this 5-9 pair ain't filled. I'm going to look at it for its opposite. A mirror number would be 09. So if I see that 09 and the 4-5 pair ain't played, I'm definitely going to be looking at playing these two pairs with my rundown, because by law average, one of them pairs got to 9 out of 10 going to show up. So if say you find that 09 and the 4-5 pair ain't filled in 2 months, 3 months, like I say, it can take 4 months. I'm telling y'all, when y'all start tracking these numbers, you'll see what's going on with them. See what I'm saying? Start looking for the mirrors, the sister numbers that don't fall. Now, this is new information. I haven't revealed this before. That's why it's important for y'all when I go live to come watch. Okay. See, it's 2-3, and this mirror is 7-8. You want this 2-3 and 7-8. If these don't fall together, or one of them don't fall, that's what I'm looking at. You want them. You can mirror everything. Same thing on these here. I usually don't look too much in the center here, because you have to play both sides of the numbers to kind of win or make a pair. I usually look what don't happen on the front side or the back side of the number, in case I want to wheel it down. But say here, like if the 1-1 and the 1 and the 6 number that mirror each other don't fall, I'm looking at those. One of the two gonna fall. Any of the numbers. That's why I use the mirror system, because at a glance I can see what's going on with all aspects of those 1,000 numbers. If I got 4 numbers on this column, and I know I ain't failed in 2 or 3 months that don't mirror each other, them the 4 I'm gonna play. If I don't play the whole column 50-cent box, if it comes, then I'll revest back in that column if I know the column ain't played in 6 months or 2 months. I start looking at these columns. When I find a column and I watch, time is on my side. When I see a column ain't hit in 60 days, then I'm on that column. You got to get the column. It's just like a cake in the oven or whatever the case may be. You waiting for the oven to get right or the fruit to get right before you start picking. That's why I say you don't have to be betting a lot of heavy money. That's why I say my budget is around $3 to $5 a day. Normally it's $3. Until I win, until the numbers come, then I reinvest. I know where I'm reinvesting at, because I'm watching everything those 1,000 numbers doing with the 22 numbers and the 22 columns and the pairs, front pair, back pair, and the single digits. They can't get around me. They can't get around us if we track it. They can't get around you. How they gonna get around you? You tracking the actual 1,000 numbers, and you seeing what they're doing each and every day. I mean, I get behind a couple of days, but it don't take me but a minute to catch up. All I got to do is go. You can go to the lottery post, and it gives you data, which you will have to go to get the data. This is what I did, y'all. I'll show you what I did here. Show you what I did to do. I'll show y'all what I do. Get the lottery post. Here you go. I'm going to show y'all how to do this on the lottery post. Open up the lottery post. Open up thing. Okay. I'll go. Am I in Illinois already? No, I better take it back out because I don't want. I'm gonna open it up from the app up from the beginning because I want to start from the beginning. Lottery post here. Better open from the beginning. You go to results right here. You find your state. Find your state. I'm doing Illinois. I hit Illinois. Then it's going to give you the number that came up midday. Oh, so they playing a lot of doubles. See that 544? And then in your head, you're going to automatically know that 544 is 099. You know, that's why I say you're building a strategy and a skill set. You're going to know that, you won't be looking at just the number. You're going to be looking at the mirrored number of it, the 099. Okay? And here you see, so is it midday? Man, what time is it? Ooh, wow, it's 1:52? Is that right? Oh my gosh, okay. Okay, but here's the 811 that fell evening. Now what you do here, so you can get to you want to get to the calendars, all right? That's what I'm getting you to do to the calendars. You're going to hit PICK-3 calendar, okay? Because each one, they got a calendar for the PICK-4 or whatever. But you want the PICK-3 calendar. You're going to tap that. Okay? Now it's going to give you the calendar for the year. Okay? See that? For each. And what I did, when I got over here to Missouri, I did one of these PICK-3 glance sheet for each month to see, and that lets me know what columns hit or didn't hit and what numbers came and what numbers didn't come off of each column. I went all the way back using the 1-1 rundown and using it PICK-3 at a glance. I mean, that Blind Squirrel app or a PICK-3 rundown app. See here? Went all the way back. Okay? See that? A little work. That's to collect the data. You have to collect the data. And when this will be the heavy part of the lifting. You can go back to January. That's what I went back 2 years when I put this sheet together because I really didn't know what I was doing at first. But I realized the most you really got to go back is a year to get enough data to get you in the winner circle in your state. And I got a lot of people doing it. They see the advantages of it. Okay, in January. Now what you got to do, if you want to go back farther than January of 2024, you go up here and see where it says the year. You're going to hit 2024 for year. Then the window comes down, and then you'll go to 2023, and it's only going to give you a year back for free. Other than that, you got to sign up for it or go pro or whatever it is that they have you do. Go 2023, and now you should be able to go back to the months further back. And see, here you got January 2023. There's nothing there because you got to get up to May. There's nothing there. They only give you 1 year's worth of data to use. You want more than that, and more of the privileges, you got to buy it. April. Then it gets you up to May of where we are now. Okay? Then it gives you May where we are today for last year. And then it gives you what happened last year. Like that. This is how you use Lottery Post is very good, very useful, very good, good website. Right here, right here. See that? It gets you all the way up to December for your state. Okay, so again, find your state. All you got to do is go, when you first get to the website, go to the top where it says results. Hit results. Oops. Hit results. Then find your state. It's got all the states in here. Whatever state you want. All those, and just tap on your state, and it's got all your data and all your information. It's very, very, very useful website. But what they give you, I think the added information that they give you, you can find for yourself. All right. Now, that's pretty good there. Now, okay. So, we did the front pair, back pair. We did the mirrors and flips. And I'll show you here. That's the first time I showed how to use that lottery post, but it's helpful and it's useful. Here's the numbers for Illinois, again, that I play, that I'm playing. That when I did that, but I said I went back and got the data, and we've hit on them for this month. These are numbers that I'll probably be playing all year. Right here. Working with the law average. Okay. Numbers in red that came out already. This 084 hit the first of the month. This 125 came exact. This 619 hit the end, came at the end of April. And when I take these numbers here, I build me a bucket list. So when I hit, I'll reinvest into them. Okay. And here it is, the 781, the 782, and 784, because they got two like numbers in them. And that's why I stack them together. This 027 is 127, this 227, this 277, this 782, this 792, like that's my birthday. This is hot. I invested in it because it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 numbers that haven't failed last year that I invest in working with the law average. This 784, this 804 here, they got two like numbers, and that's why I played the 804 and it hit. This 561 and this 916, they got two like numbers. That's I hit. That's why I was playing them. That's my strategy. That's my skill set that I build. I pair the numbers up because you can call them family numbers or parrot numbers. Okay. Then the same way with the doubles, you're gonna have more doubles left every year because there's a less chance of hitting doubles than it is singles, and less chance of hitting triples. And out of these here, everything underlined in red that came out that I hit, okay, for Illinois since I've been here in 4 months. All right. And like I said, it's not how often you hit, it's how you play the game, how much money when you do hit, what you load up on. Okay, and how you play, but stick with your budget. OPPB. Be organized, be patient, be persistent, stick with a budget. Don't play no more than you can afford to lose. Now, and if you ain't tracking, you playing their game, not your game. When you tracking, you playing your game. Okay. We had my bucket list of numbers here is the 455, the 557, the 255, the 155 we just had came in. We had this 055 that's off of that column number 5. Then hot here, I had the 778, the 788, the 223, 233. See how these mirror each other? Usually every year, whenever I get any set like this where it's 4 numbers on the doubles that mirror each other, I play those for the year. Because I know law average, been working with the law average, one of them come in, if not all 3 or all 4, because they didn't play the previous year, working with law average. Law average. Then here you got the 001 and the 011. That's a set that didn't come in. They don't mirror each other, but they're set. The mirror of those would be 556 and 665. 556 and 566. Okay? Same way here. This 004 and 044, they like numbers. And when I hit here or run these numbers through, I'll go back up here to pick more numbers that I'm going to play. And then here's the front pairs and back pairs that haven't failed. The 047 I hit that, and the 7798 hit that for Illinois. Front pair, back, after tracking and going back doing what I've showed you. And here, this 02 front, that's the only one on the back that failed. The 07, the 30, the 81 and 97 ain't failed on the back yet. See what I mean? So you know everything going on with those 1,000 numbers and the numbers you intend to play for us to win. Okay? So you could screenshot those or go back through and screenshot them. Then show you what my budget is, how I play my daily play. This is my daily play here. Right now, I'm playing the 527. That's my daily play. I play my birthday now because I know it didn't fall last year. And I play the 792, and it's 297, 50 cents straight on those, because I know that the 79 didn't fall on the front and the 97 on the back all year, but it did come 798. I hit that because I knew the 79 front by working with large, and 97 didn't fall on the back. Then the 227 and the 277, I played them 50-cent box because they got like numbers, okay? The 27 got like numbers, and that's off of that column 5. So when they hit, I'll reinvest back heavily in these numbers. And that's only $3. That's my daily play pretty much. And if I want to cut back to $2, I would cut out these 2 exact here and just play these here. And if I want to increase $1, I'll play the 7-9 front pair and the 9-7 back pair to make it $4. And that's my budget. That's my budget. But until these start showing up. And what I see as I go along, if I see something like 7s ain't played in 2 months, I mean, you crazy not to do that. That's what I mean about doing strategy and skill set. Or 8 ain't failed all year up to November on the front or back, double 8s. But that's what I mean. You don't know that unless you're tracking the numbers. Okay? You don't know it. You can't know it. We have to track to win. The actual one, I have some total tracking strategy. I don't know if Lottery Post does that for you, but I don't even receive investing in Lottery Post at this time was significant for me when I got these sheets that I can just use and track with those. It's fairly easy to do. Let me show you one other sheet that I really don't add into. Well, I do add it to when you email me and you want this sheet. It's a powerful sheet also. What I did, I wanted to put all the doubles together at a glance where I could see what's going on with them, okay? where I put the numbers and they mirrors together. So the 811 that came in, see, I have it right here. It is 118. This is not a strategy. This is just me. You can call it. I organized the doubles where it's easier for me to track them. So if, see here, this 811. This 811 is 118 here. I'll circle it. All right. Now at a glance, I'll know what double and its opposite or mirror number come in or didn't come in. So if I get a column at the end of the year, any of these columns that don't I don't mark, them the doubles I'm gonna play all in the following year. Instead of trying to play all 270 in those doubles and guessing. And that's like I say, as you track, you build your skill set. But I know for sure, just like I did the this column here, the 223, the 332, and the 788, and the 887 hadn't failed in their NOS all year. That's why I played that column, these four doubles alone. I made sure that they was on my daily play. No guesswork. And that's what you do with all of them. Um, Here you only, column 5, you only got 10 of them that mirror each other, something like triples. So it wouldn't be 4 of them together. But everything else, like the 005 and the 550, or the 116 and the 661, it's only 2 of them like that in the column. But everything else, there's 4 to the columns. Like this 005 and this, I'm sorry, 003 and it's 330. The mirror it is 558 and 885. If I see this thing come in all year, then my numbers to play for doubles. Or any of these, that's 4 of them, don't come in all year, but you'll be able to strategize. Them definitely your doubles to play the following year. Because working with the law average, one or the other going to come in. One or the other's going to come in. So screenshot this sheet so you can get an idea what I'm talking about. See how all these mirror each other? That's the power of the pick-3 at a glance strategy. You ain't seen nobody put it together like this on the sheets. Okay. Now I'll be a mist if I didn't do this here. I gotta go with my gut and go with what's right for the pick-3 at a glance family here. Tic-tac-toes and date sums and all that stuff. And I'm probably going against the grain here, but that's just part of what sometimes you have to do for us to win. It's hindsight. 95% of those tic-tac-toe, date sums, and all that stuff is hindsight work, not right now work. It's hindsight. Okay. Now, I'm gonna let you screenshot here, but you can go back and look at the video. Also, go back and look at the video and screenshot it off the video. I'll put it up here for a minute again. You see it? Make sure you can see it. But I put all the doubles together without the triples, because I know triples when I see them what they're doing. But that's been fantastic. That's a fantastic sheet there, because at a glance I know what's going on with all the doubles and what opposite or mirror ain't played with them. Now this is copyrighted material, all right? So anybody starting a book or anything, Have to have my written permission. Okay, be nice, do the right thing if you do want to start a book or something. I know people have the capability of doing that, but this is all my stuff that I put together. Nobody else has it. Okay, you're welcome. All right, now this is hindsight. All this here, these tic tac toes, date sums, some of these rundowns is basically hindsight. It's after the number comes out, then you're looking at trying to find what numbers come next day. There's no strategy out there going to tell you what numbers come the next day. None, SIPs, zero. And once you start tracking these actual numbers and knowing what's going on, you're going to see that. And once you're doing them tic tac toe grids and rundowns and all that stuff, you're going to see that. I had to find that out myself. I really don't use them. I don't need them because all of it's included when you're tracking the actual 1,000 numbers for your state and see what's going on with them, actually going on with them, and not guessing what's going on with them. Okay, here, let's say that this 901 came in as a winning number, and what they say is add one counterclockwise to come up with a combination of numbers that you might want to play or invest in. You're gonna go add 1 to the 1, you get 2, 1 to 2, you get 3, 1 to 3, you get 4, 1 to 4, you get 5, 1 to 5, you get 6, 1 to 6, you get 7. All right? So once you do that, you want to get the combinations of numbers that you want to play for the next day. Hopefully that number come the next day, next 2 days, next 3 days, next 4 days, next 7 days, next 10 days, however they want you to play it. And you don't know no more than you ever knew about these numbers. You don't know nothing about them because you ain't tracking them. Here, you got the 943, the 402, the 502, the 671, and then you go down here with, this way you go horizontal, vertical, 956, 407, 321. Then you can go from corner to corner to get numbers from 712 to 234 to 495 to 567, or either they'll tell you you can go this way or that way. You can get about, I guess, I don't know, 12 or 10 numbers, however numbers you want to get. So when you get through doing that and say the next day, which is hindsight, 948 come and it's not on none of these tic-tac-toe you just did. And or whenever it come, this 948 come, and first thing they say, oh, there it was right in front of my face. I should have mirrored this 3 and made it an 8. You're going to get 95% of those numbers, those hindsight numbers, when they come, doing it that way. 95% of them. And I know this is going to probably be at odds with a lot of people, but we need to get in the winner circle, y'all. And to get in the winner circle, we got to be real to win and tracking your numbers and knowing why you're tracking them. Same way with here. They'll say, okay, if the next day 946 come out, they're gonna say, oh, it was right in front of my face. I should have flipped or mirrored this 3 and made it, flipped it and made it a 6. You're gonna get 95% of the numbers that way. You can't help but get them. You only got 0 to 9 numbers. If you can flip any of those numbers, you can get 3 of the number that fell the previous day whenever the number comes. If you ain't tracking and seeing why you playing the numbers, you got to know why we got to know why we playing the numbers to get in the winner circle, y'all. And we can't be going everywhere else because they ain't gonna do no better than you. Because all you gonna be is hoping that they tracking right or guessing right or whatever their theory is right. But if you tracking, you gonna know what's right. That's why I track my own numbers, find my own numbers. I stopped using those books, I guess, maybe 20 years ago, or going everywhere else, or better, and happy with results. Now I know a lot of people's happy with them because everybody numbers gonna rotate different in their state. It's not how often I hit. People say, well, how often you hit? It's not about how often I hit. It's how I play the game, how I build a skill set, how I know when to play. Okay. And you will too. If you see a 7 ain't hit in 2 months, unless you blind cripple crazy ain't got no money to play, you gonna play triple sevens. Or if you see a 38 ain't hit in 4 months, unless you blind cripple crazy ain't got no money to play, you gonna play 38s with the law average. That's the only way I can figure is you don't play it if you tracking it. All right, I think we got that all. Now I'm ready for the Q&A, questions and answers. So I'm gonna go through here and uh, do the question and answers right quick. I hope that was a good class. I hope everybody got something from it. I try to add something every day to make it more interesting and help us all get in the winner's circle. Um, because it's so I enjoy pick 3. I don't really don't mess. I do the Powerball and the lottery. I got one ticket I play every week. That's it. Because I know it's all luck. You know what I'm saying? And the only way you can put the ball in your court is you know what's going on with those 1,000 numbers. That's the only way. And you know it's set up for you to lose, not for you to win. So you have to play with that in mind. You really do. And tracking actual 1,000 numbers, you're going to see that, it's set up against you, not for you. But you'll know what they're doing. Okay. See what we got here as far as, all right. All right. All right, Pepsi. Good for you. All right, baby. Okay, baby. Okay, baby. Oh, can you let me? Okay, you did the screenshot. It's 025. Okay, you good? Okay, if you, hey, like I said, uh, Kips, I think I'm saying that right. Kips. If you're good at picking, it's working for you. It's working for you. I have nothing wrong with that. Oh, you as an identical twin? Ain't having twins. I'm not an identical twin, baby D, but I have a twin sister. And she's such a sweetheart. I mean, that's my heart. We get along. My whole family get along real well. I'm blessed with that. Oh, okay. You're new here on the live, but not new to something on my channel. Well, I hope you, baby D. I hope you enjoyed the class. I try to go slow and try to teach it the best I can and be truthful as I can with it. Okay, and this is Mr. Smith. Hello to you. Hey, Seashell, I see you. I see you. All righty. You never turn $2 into 2,000. It'll probably get you to 1,200 if you play two numbers exact. That give you 12. Well, in Missouri, well, no, it give you 1,000, and you probably could do that tracking the actual 1,000 numbers. Okay. What am I doing here? Pick 3 lottery. I don't know. Shots. I guess I do the end. No video shots. It's that shorts. Okay. Okay. Like I said, you really all don't have to respond to those bots or trolls, whatever they call them. I don't really. They need love. That's all I figure with them. They have their own personal issues, or they wouldn't be doing what they're doing. So they just looking for love. This chin, but how to pick the next number? Like I say, it's not a next day strategy. Once you start tracking and building your bucket list, chin, chin, you'll start seeing that. I don't know what state you're in. If you have the wild ball, I'm thinking it's taking longer because I think they kind of messed up the law average with this, with these wild balls and fireballs. But I ain't sure yet. I'll see if we can get around that. But I'm still hitting, but it looks like it's taking a little longer. And so I don't know if they've changed. I say that wild ball making the pick 3 1,000 10,000 numbers instead of 1,000, and they drawing from 10,000 the numbers and adding that wild ball to make it look like it's a pick 3 when it's really a pick 4 that they drawing from. So that'll change the whole dynamic of pick 3 with that wild ball if they pulling from 10,000 combinations instead of 1,000 combinations. You see what I'm saying? That changed the whole dynamic with the law average. And remember, they ain't doing this just for us. So I hope this is all the comments I have. And any other comments? I know it's a couple people on here, but like I said, I'm here to I'll answer anything you have straightforward about the pick 3 at a glance strategy, for sure. Okay. So and no ha ha he let me see and no multiple different rundowns. Everything straightforward on the sheets. And so I think I'll call it today. I hope everybody had a great time. I hope everybody have a lovely time. So, family, like I always say, play up till they come, make that money, y'all. Peace and love. God bless. OPPB. Be organized, be patient, be persistent, stick with a budget. Don't spend no more than you can afford to lose. And if you're tracking, you'll soon be packing to Lucky Town. So, God bless.